If every time you curl, do chin-ups, or row, the front of your shoulder lights up, but you don't want to stop lifting, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you one simple test to see if your bicep tendon is part of the problem, the 4 mistakes that make curls and chin-ups wreck your shoulders, and 3 fixes I use with lifters so they can train without trashing the front of the shoulder. You can follow along and start changing this in your very next workout. I'm Dr. Joey Seaforth, online shoulder rehab specialist with Combat Performance. We help active adults fix stubborn shoulder pain by targeting the root cause, your neck, upper back, shoulder blade, shoulder joint, and nerves, so you can keep lifting, working, and sleeping without surgery, endless PT, or guessing. If curls, chin-ups, or rows keep poking that same spot in the front of your shoulder and rest or PT hasn't fixed it, this will make a lot of sense. Most lifters assume it's just bicep tendonitis, I'll ice and push through it, or I should stop training upper body completely until it magically goes away. The real problem usually isn't the weight, it's how your shoulder is positioned and what's happening around it. This is what we see through our Big 5 lens, the upper back and shoulder blade. If your T-spine is stiff and your shoulder blade doesn't move well, the ball of the shoulder sits forward. Every curl and chin-up becomes a grind on the front of the joint and bicep tendon. Other areas are the shoulder joint and posterior shoulder. If the back of the shoulder is weak or lazy, the ball doesn't sit center. This leads to the bicep tendon becoming a front of shoulder stabilizer on every rep. Other areas are your neck, nerve, and first rib. Nerve tension from the neck and first rib can make the whole front of shoulder area extra sensitive, especially under load. So the fix is not no more curls or chin-ups forever, it's confirm the tendon is involved, change the way you curl and pull, and hit the drills that unload the front and build the back. First, let's see if your bicep tendon is part of the picture. This is Speed's test. Stand tall, raise the painful arm straight out in front of you about shoulder height. With your other hand, press straight down on your wrist as you resist. Keep your trunk still, don't lean or twist. If that recreates that familiar pain in the front of the shoulder, upper bicep, that's a positive test. Remember that feeling and rate it 0 to 10. We'll retest at the end. Let's talk curls first. Barbell, easy bar, and dumbbells. These are common shoulder killing patterns that I see. Elbows drifting away in front of your body, shoulders roll forward and up towards your ears, and swinging the weight with your torso instead of controlling it. All of that pushes the ball forward in the socket and pins the front of the shoulder. Your bicep tendon then ends up doing way more stabilizing than it should. When you curl, think position first, load second. Set your shoulders. Gently pull your shoulder blades down and back before you start. Keep elbows just slightly in front of your ribs, not way out in front. And use a slight forward lean and keep ribs down so you're not arching and shoving the shoulder forward. You can also use a grip that doesn't spike your pain. Neutral or easy bar often feel better than straight bar or supinated. Use these rules. Green, mild awareness that settles quickly. That's usually fine. Yellow, noticeable front of shoulder awareness, but it calms down within minutes. Back off the load or range and make sure it can recover. And red, sharp, stabbing, or lingering pain. Here you want to change the angle or skip that variation for right now. If you want to go deeper into this, the Big 5 training guide is linked right in the description. Now chin-ups. Pain usually shows up when you do one of these things. You hang in a full dead hang with shoulder shrug and roll forward. You use a super wide, fully supinated grip with no scap control, or you yank out at the bottom instead of controlling the first few inches. That puts a ton of stress on the front of the shoulder and bicep tendon in a vulnerable position. Here's how to make chin-ups more bicep tendon friendly. Start with a neutral or slightly narrower grip if possible. It's usually easier on the front. From the bottom, think set shoulders down and back before you start pulling. No shrug and yank. If elbows extended is bothersome, keeping a tiny bend in the elbows and some scap tension at the bottom is okay while you're rehabbing. Control the lowering. No free falling into the bottom position. We're going to back this up with 3 drills that make these positions easier. First, we'll open up the front of the shoulder and upper back so you're not cranking from a stiff starting point. This is the bench opener. Kneel in front of a bench or firm surface. Place your elbows on the bench, hands together or holding a dowel. Slowly sit your hips back and let your chest drop towards the floor. Stop before any sharp pain. You should feel a stretch across the front of the shoulders and lats. 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps. This frees up your upper back and external rotation mobility so curls and chin-ups aren't jamming the front of the shoulder. Next, we'll train your shoulder blades to move the way you want them to during pulling. This is banded scap angels. Anchor a light band at chest height in front of you. Grab the band with both hands, elbows straight, and walk back until there's light tension. Start with your hands down by your pockets, shoulders gently down and back. Slowly sweep your arms up and out into a Y shape like a standing snow angel. Stop before you feel a sharp pinch, then return down with control. Do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. This pattern of shoulders down, blades rotating up is exactly what you want at the top of your curls and throughout your chin up. Finally, we'll build strength and control exactly where you usually lose it. It's the bottom of the chin up. These are chin up eccentrics. Use a box, bench, or jump up to get to the top chin up position. Chin over bar, shoulders down and back. From the top, slowly lower yourself down over 3 to 5 seconds, stopping just before your absolute dead hang. Step down or use your feet to get back up. Don't worry about the concentric lifting back up yet. Do 2 sets of 3 to 5 control lowers to start. Cues, stay tight through your midsection. Think shoulders down, then elbows straight, not the other way around. Stop before that familiar sharp front of shoulder pain. We want challenging, not sketchy. This builds the strength and control through the range where your bicep tendon usually gets overloaded. Here's what this kind of work can turn into. One of my clients had years of shoulder pain that made him avoid any deep pressing or bodyweight work. After we fixed the big 5 and stopped making his bicep tendon do all the stabilizing, he told me,
I could finally do dips. I was never able to do dips for years. To be able to do dips where I wasn't able to do it before, it's just, it tells me I'm moving in the right direction.
Same shoulder, different system. That's the goal. Now, redo speeds test. Same arm position, same pressure, same direction. Rate the pain again, 0 to 10. If it dropped even a little, that tells you your system is changeable. Layer these drills and form tweaks onto your curls and chin-ups for the next few weeks and watch what happens. Here's a quick recap for your next upper body day. Before you train, bench opener 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Banded scap angels, 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. And during curls, shoulders down and back, elbows just slightly in front of your ribs. Controlled reps, no swinging. During chin-ups, neutral or narrower grip if needed. Shoulders set down and back before you pull. 3 to 5 eccentric only reps to build control through the range. If you do that consistently the next 2 to 4 weeks, your front shoulder should feel very different. Remember, front of shoulder pain with curls and chin-ups is usually not just a bad bicep tendon. Your neck, thoracic spine, shoulder blade, shoulder joint, and nerves, the big 5 all work together. If you only ice the tendon and change nothing about how you move and load, you'll keep hitting the same wall. If you want to see how all 5 pieces fit together with simple tests and exercises for each, grab my free Big 5 Shoulder Fix training using the link in the description. It walks you through the exact framework we use to get people lifting, working, and sleeping without pain. And if curls, chin-ups, or rows keep wrecking the front of your shoulder and you want a Big 5 base plan that lets you keep lifting, then text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach on how to permanently fix your shoulder pain. Our mission at Comeback Performance is to help over 1 million people around the world eliminate their shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, injections, and surgeries, and get their lives back. After you reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content based on your guys' questions on shoulder-related topics regarding pain and rehab. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.